Big Charlie. Big Charlie is a massive, deformed creature that appears to be part animal, part nightmare. It is described as having a body that combines the bulk of a cow with strange, skeletal features and patches of mummified flesh. Big Charlie's skin has a rusted, metallic look, and its limbs seem unnaturally long and clumsy. Witnesses say it roams rural roads and abandoned fields. It is not known to actively hunt, but its presence alone causes a deep sense of unease. The creature is noted for a bizarre growth pattern. Its body appears to continuously expand and it sheds large chunks of flesh that seem to writhe on their own. These detached pieces add to the mystery of its origin. Big Charlie does not roar or chase victims. Instead, it moves slowly, almost methodically, as if following its own inexplicable logic. While researchers have not determined its true nature, the evidence shows a creature that defies natural order. Its abnormality is recorded in several sightings, making it one of the most enduring figures in modern cryptid lore. Big Charlie is a reminder that some forms of nature can take on shapes that challenge both reason and comfort. Forgotten Baby. Forgotten Baby is an eerie entity resembling a malformed infant with a permanently fixed expression. Its skin is pale and almost translucent, and its large, swollen eyes seem to stare blankly into the distance. The creature appears in abandoned or isolated locations and gives the impression of a life that was cut short. This entity does not move as a typical infant would. Instead, it remains unnervingly still until suddenly it appears to shift ever so slightly, enough to unsettle anyone who catches a glimpse. Forgotten Baby lacks the warmth and innocence normally associated with children, and its presence evokes a deep sense of discomfort. Reports from witnesses note that the baby's appearance suggests a lingering memory of neglect or tragedy. The creature does not interact with its surroundings, but seems to exist as a haunting reminder of something left behind. The overall effect is one of stark, objective horror, a figure that challenges the natural order of life and death. Its repeated sightings have cemented its status as a disturbing anomaly that continues to perplex and unsettle. Watchtower. Watchtower is not simply an abandoned structure, but an entity with unusual behavior. It takes the form of an old, dilapidated tower with weathered wood, rusted metal, and broken stairs. Over time, observers have noted that the structure appears to shift. The stairs seem to rearrange, and the walls give the impression of breathing. This unusual activity is not accompanied by loud noises, but by subtle, almost imperceptible sounds that hint at movement within the building. Watchtower is typically found in remote or forgotten areas, and its unpredictable changes create an atmosphere of quiet dread. People who have approached the structure report feeling as if the building itself is watching them. Its behavior is recorded objectively in several sightings, which show that the tower's internal layout may change without any visible cause. This phenomenon leaves behind an undeniable impression that Watchtower is not merely decaying architecture, but a living part of its environment. Its inexplicable movements and silent persistence have made it a notable subject in modern cryptid research. The Needle. The Needle is a slim, elongated figure with a body that appears to be constructed from stitched segments and scar-like seams. Its limbs resemble long metallic needles that glint under low light. It moves quietly and deliberately, often in areas where the ambient light is dim. Witnesses report that the needle's motions are precise, almost surgical. It does not engage in obvious violence, but its sudden, methodical movements create a sense of impending action. The entity appears to have been formed through an unnatural process, as its body shows clear signs of being sewn together with visible seams. Its objective presence is recorded by those who have seen it lurking near abandoned buildings or dark alleyways. The Needle is not known to attack directly. Instead, its presence alone unsettles and causes a lingering feeling of unease. It stands as an example of modern horror where minimalism and precision are used to evoke dread. Its consistent appearance and deliberate movements continue to puzzle researchers and thrill seekers alike. The Angel. The Angel is a striking figure with a skeletal structure featuring a cracked, skull-like head and hollow eye sockets. Its body is composed of a mix of bone and decaying tissue, giving it an appearance that is both eerie and unmistakably unnatural. It moves in a slow, almost floating manner, and is most often seen in dark or abandoned settings. Unlike traditional guardian figures, the Angel does not exude warmth or protection. Instead, it maintains a cold, detached presence that suggests it is an observer rather than an active participant. Its limbs, which resemble twisted branches, add to its otherworldly look. The angel's design is objective in its simplicity. There is no elaborate backstory or emotional embellishment, just a stark image of decay and desolation. Its appearances have been documented consistently in areas with low light and high desolation, making it a familiar, if unsettling, figure in the modern horror catalog. The angel stands as a reminder of how even seemingly ordinary elements of nature can take on a haunting form. Scissors? Scissors is a distinctly unsettling creature with a humanoid body that has been altered into something resembling a pair of rusted shears. Its arms are long and end in jagged, metallic appendages that look as if they were designed for cutting. The entity moves with a smooth, gliding motion in dark, deserted locations such as abandoned corridors and empty streets. Its presence is marked by the occasional metallic scrape, a sound that signals its movement even before it comes into view. Scissors does not speak or interact. Its threat is conveyed purely through its physical form and precise, almost mechanical actions. It appears to be built for ambush, striking swiftly and efficiently when an opportunity arises. The creature's design emphasizes a cold, industrial aesthetic with visible seams and a structured, almost engineered appearance. Its actions are deliberate, and it follows a set pattern that has been noted by multiple observers. Scissors stands as a clear example of modern horror design, where minimalistic and objective presentation creates a lasting impression of dread. The Stranger. The Stranger is a human-like figure that blends into everyday settings, yet exhibits subtle, unsettling anomalies. At first glance, it appears as a normal person with an unremarkable face. However, closer observation reveals slight irregularities, such as an unusual tilt of the head or an expression that remains fixed and unchanging. This figure is often seen in public areas, a park bench, a quiet street, or a local market, where it seems to linger just at the edge of awareness. The Stranger does not display overt supernatural abilities, but its presence alone creates an inexplicable feeling of discomfort. Witnesses note that the figure's behavior is markedly detached and that it occasionally stares blankly as if gathering information. There is no aggression or violence in its actions. Instead, the threat lies in its persistent, almost methodical observation of its surroundings. The Stranger's objective role is to unsettle through its uncanny normalcy, a reminder that sometimes the most disturbing presence is one that could be hiding in plain sight, unnoticed until it is too late. Bell ringer. Bell ringer is recognized by its faceless appearance and the constant toll of an ancient, rusted bell. Clad in tattered robes, it moves slowly and deliberately through isolated areas. Its only communication is the steady, echoing chime of its bell, which serves as an auditory marker of its presence. This figure does not engage in overt acts of violence. Instead, its impact lies in the persistent, methodical sound of the bell, which has been observed to create an atmosphere of unease. Bell ringer is usually found in deserted or abandoned locations, where its silent approach adds to the overall sense of foreboding. The design is minimalist yet effective. A featureless face, worn clothing, and the iconic bell that never stops ringing. Its objective role is clear. Bell ringer is a harbinger, an entity whose presence signals that something out of the ordinary is near. The repeated tolling of the bell serves as a constant reminder of its existence, making it one of the more recognizable figures in modern cryptid lore.